And we are live. All right, welcome everybody. My name is Brent Attaway. If we haven't met, hi. I have Jake Hess with us here today as well. Say hi, Jake.
Hello, everybody. My name's Jake. I'm excited to do this retreat with Brent and all of you that decide to attend.
Yes, yeah, I'm excited. If you're wondering what this is about and you just happen to come across it here on the good interwebs, we have a summer solar retreat, and you can go to the website right now and pull that up. It's summersolarretreat.com, summersolarretreat.com. And we're here really just to answer the questions that people are asking and to dive deeper if you would like. So if you want to join us live right now in the chat, you can, and we'll answer your questions in the comments. So we're going to look inside of the chat, in other words, and we're going to look for your comments and we'll answer them one at a time. We also have
Where do
all the
their
FAQ.
comments come? Is it and where is this?
Over on the right.
Oh, just right here. I don't have to log into Facebook or anything.
No. Yeah, it'll show up here. So if they're on Facebook, then that's where they can join, and then the or ask, I should say. So that's where it'll show up, guys. If you're in the event, at least that's how this thing works. So first, let's do a double check. And if you guys are here, just raise your hand, say hi, so we know you're here. I see a couple people coming in, and we'll get started with these questions. But I'm going to jump on my phone and make sure. It's always a good idea.
Oh, there's comments. Yeah, people, if you're watching this, make sure you type something or say your name. I don't know if Brent, can we see their name if they write something?
Yes, it should show their name. Let's just double check that it is. Here we go. Yep, I can even see it. I don't want an echo going here, but testing comments. So there's Kevin
Harden. All right.
There's me testing some comments. So yeah, it should come in here. Kevin, what's up? Welcome. Yeah. So as people roll in, I'm just going to go over the details really fast. So initial stuff. One, this is on June 17th. You fly in and you fly out on June 21st. That is a Tuesday night or Tuesday, hopefully afternoon to evening, and then a Saturday that you depart and check out of the hotel. So Tuesday to Saturday. The real workshop days are Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and a half day Saturday.
So I'm flying in. I'm flying in from San Diego. So that's literally across on the other side of the country.
Yes, it's a little bit of a flight.
I get in at 5:30 p.m., which I'm actually excited about because I kind of want to put my luggage in the room and kind of relax and hang out a little bit before starting the retreat.
Yep. Yeah. Them the same. I'm going to be there Tuesday, like noon, and then we'll hang out. And one of the cool things we're going to do just for fun, I like, when you get into any kind of event and it's the night before and you kind of want to just hang out, and instead of just sit there and wait, we're gonna go hang out. So we're all going to get together. Anytime I say we're going to go have some drinks, guys, it can be water. Okay. It does not have, we're not here to get wasted every night, but certainly it can be drinks. Certainly, if you like whiskey, if you like vodka, if you like wine, it doesn't matter. We're going to get together. It's in Key West, and Key West has a plethora, as my friends in Three Amigos, the movie, would say. There is a plethora of bars / nightlife, and it's fun. So it's pretty neat. I'm not, and this is coming from a person that has never been a party person. So for whatever reason, and we had a good time. Last time my wife and I, Christy, went for her birthday last month. I was like, all right, we got to come back here. So anyways, the point is that's where it's at. That's when we're going to check in. And then we're going to have 3 workshop days / networking and mastermind. So this is the best I've seen over the past 15 years of doing masterminds, like true mastermind type events with Jake. Jake and I have been a mastermind together a couple years ago. We went to a mastermind event in Destin, and that was fun. it's going to be different than that. It's going to be a mix of workshop, like get the latest, best strategies, what's working now in growing your business. Plus, it's designed to help you network and mastermind with each other. So that's why
didn't you like rent a conference room? Like there's an actual conference room at this beach resort.
Yep.
So we can actually focus and then go play.
Yes. There's
Is New Sun coming? I don't think New Sun is coming. I think or Peter. New Sun, the only person I know there is Kevin Swiss.
Kevin Swiss. Okay. Yeah, I'm not
He's
sure.
A marketing guy for Vivint. He did all the competitions and built the whole look, all the prizes. It was K Swiss who told him.
Yeah, I don't know New Sun, but yeah. Zach, are you associated with New Sun? Do you know if he is? Is that why he's asking?
I don't know, but we've talked before, and I told him I really like that shirt. It's actually really dope.
So yeah, Zach, come join us, man. But yeah, Jay, what's up? Hey now, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Ask questions. This is a Q&A. But yeah, that's where we have the conference room. We have a yacht, and we're going to go through all of this, but just to hurry and say it all, we have networking, we have fun, we have the conference room reserved for workshop style. We also have reserved time and blocks in between there for mastermind networking, to build relationships. My goal for this was not just to come and Jake and I just sit here and like pour out a bunch of knowledge, although that will happen. We're going to synthesize that and make sure you get what you need. You're business owners, you know what you're doing, like all of us for the most part, but you're there to collaborate and get inspiration on new ideas and new relationships. So it's designed to do that. Don't be surprised if you come away with, I won't be surprised if at least 5 or 6 of you come away with the biggest value besides just like getting things more streamlined and understood and ready and motivated to kick off the second half of the year really well. It will be the relationships with the people in the room. Even if you've met them before, it's going to take that relationship to the next level. So we've designed it to do that. Okay. During the workshops in the conference rooms and so on the Friday night. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday evening, we're going to kind of celebrate the last full day of workshops and masterminding. And we're going to go out on a luxury yacht with AC in it and everything, because this is the summer in Key West. So it's not like it's going to be 72 degrees or 77. It's going to be upper 80s and 90s. So the evening is going to be perfect. And we'll be out on the yacht cruising, sunset. And we'll also have videography going and photography going at the same time. 2 people there doing both. They have a shot list to make sure every company gets everything for social media and so on, because Jake's going to be teaching you some stuff on brand and social media. Jake, do you want to kind of just give a sneak peek of what I mean by that? Not a training, but just like what you've been up to with social media positioning and branding and how you're helping companies do that?
Yeah, I have some of the top companies in the country reaching out to me and asking, or to us, asking how they can get better known in the solar industry. And you know, it's kind of fun for me. I've had a really good time generating some brands doing that, and I've also helped a few businesses be nationally recognized as well. It is, to me, it's one of the most fun things that you could do, and for me, it's super easy. I have this recipe that I created. I'm going to be sharing it at the retreat. I have this whole presentation built. I'll share the slides with everybody. I have clips from my favorite movies in there. I broke it down in a way that it would be easy for anyone to understand and then recreate something themselves to be recognized at a national level. And awesome. It does take a little bit of funds to do it. If you want to do it at the level, like let's say the SolarCon or something where you want everyone to see it, it takes some funds, but you don't have to go to that level on a national basis. I think it would be pretty easy to do it locally in your own town. Yeah. I'm about to do one in my own town called Pelican Networking. One of the ways I generate leads, and Brent, I know you weren't asking this, but I've taken the floor. So.
Go for it. Yeah.
So when I built HelioGold, the sales org that I had, one of the ways that I acquired leads for it was a networking group. And I went to this networking group called BNI one time, business networking something, BNI.
International.
It's all over the country, international. And I went in there and it was amazing. Like you get to sit at this table with like 80 different people and that you get to go around and for 1 minute you get to say what you do. But one person gets to go up on stage in front of the whole 80 people and explain to 80 people what they do and how it works and what the offer is. The idea is those 80 people go out and they tell all of their circles. Like, for example, if I was hanging out with a realtor and then a realtor, someone said, "Hey, I want solar," that realtor would be like, "No way, I know someone that is really good at it." And then they would refer me. And you have 80 people going out and doing that. So joining these networking groups is helpful, except when I went in there, they said, "Oh, yeah, you don't get to present yet." And I'm like, "When do I?" I'm like, "Well, there's a waiting list. There's like 80 people in here." And even if you did present, it's going to take a year before anyone trusts you, and you have to give them referrals before they'll give them to you. And I was like, I don't have that kind of time. Are you kidding me? So I created a networking group called Network Yourself Now and put it out there on not Calendly. What's the name of it? Eventbrite is one of them. What are some other ones like that, Brent?
Yeah, Eventbrite's probably one, and then also just Facebook has events as well, just
Facebook, Craigslist.
Yep.
And I put it out there, not knowing anything that I know now, and ended up getting, I believe it was like 83 people paid to that one, and I ended up selling that little networking group. I put one of my sales reps in the position. Her name was I'm drawing a blank right now. She came and spoke at Summer Solar thing that we did. It was oh my goodness, she's gonna murder me. It's on the tip of my tongue. But I handed it off to her because she was one of the top sales reps I had, and she got all the leads and put them through HelioGold. I didn't have to run or maintain it. My point is, I'm creating another one right now, utilizing all the same tricks I did for SolarCon. I'm gonna blast it all across San Diego because I want to hand it off to a company out here, and they can generate leads. What I'm saying is, you don't have to go as hard as SolarCon to get nationally recognized. You can do it in your own little local town, spending like, I think it's going to cost me $400. And I might even be able to pull it up and share on here. Can I share, Brent?
Yeah, you can share your screen.
I mean, for the people watching, I think that might be valuable because then they can say, okay, well, what's the recipe? And I'm going over all of this stuff. Yeah, just pull it up right here. Okay. Present, share screen, window. So this is the new one that's being created. Brent, you have to click that little button to share the.
Yep. Hold on a second. Before presenting the screen, remove this one, add that one. There we go.
Yeah. So Pelican Networking, custom logo, custom printing, font. We're going to be holding it. This is actually where Brent signed up for the first time, where he paid 70 grand when at the Solar Academy, the first Solar Academy we did. It's at the same place. It's a movie theater. I asked him, "Hey, can I rent the movie theater out early in the morning before you have any movies? You're not using it." And they said, "Yeah." And they're going to come with coffee and muffins and everything. And so it's this whole networking group. And Sean's making all the videos with me and the sharks and everything. But to create this landing page and to rent the space and to put the ads out there, I think it's going to cost me like $500. And I'm going to get as many people as I can. I'm going to fill up that theater room and allow people to present on main stage. Now, it's not like that's just a silly, simple one. It is so, in my mind, there is a recipe, a distinct recipe to market and promote your business. And I would love to show people how to do that here. I'm so passionate about these things.
Yeah, that's going to be really valuable. I've watched you talk about it in different, or heard you talk about it in different formats, but actually never seen the presentation myself where you've broken it down. So it's going to be cool to see the formula. And really make it easy. And that's what we'll be going over. The other thing we'll be going over too, Jake, is going to be the 5 fortune engines. I'm not going to go into detail right now until we'll answer some more questions, but I'm going to be going on my end. We'll be going over what I call the 5 fortune engines. And so what I'm saying that for is between what you just shared and the 5 fortune engines, we're going to break down formulaic stuff that's easy to implement. That's the hardest part about going to any workshop or retreat or just learning online, wherever you learn something, right, is to implement. And the reason why is it's usually so complex or presented very complex that it's hard to go do it. So our job is going to be making it easy and simple for all of you to come in, get the answers, and walk away with the playbook. So Jake, everything that Jake, you're going to present, we're putting it in a single bound printed playbook. Plus they'll get the digital version as well. And everything I'm presenting. And also Trey, who I'm not sure if he's going to be able to join us tonight or not, but Trey Scousem, he's going to be sharing his formula. And I don't really want to spoil it with what he would say, but let's just say they've scaled to tens of millions per year, 50 million plus, and upwards to 100 million as an installer in a local market. And
Tyler told me that works with them, because I made Trey CEO of SolarCon, and I asked Tyler before I swooped him up for the job if it was okay. And he said, yeah, if you want to make money, Trey's the one that you bring in to do it. Tyler said that Trey took them from 7 million to like 180 million, I believe it was. Yeah. It was well over 150.
Wow. Yeah. And the point is, even in the current economy right now, they're doing 50 plus after or excuse me, to date, I should say. I'm not sure their exact numbers. I don't want to claim stuff, but the point is Trey has his way of looking at things in a special way. So we're going to dive deep into that, meaning finances, and understanding how to position and scale. So we're hitting every angle: marketing to sales to lead generation, every type of lead generation that is powerful today, what's working now. And we're really going to hit home. Plus the attendees guys are going to have even more to add to it. So talking to one gentleman out in New Jersey, who they're a small installer with a small sales team. I say small, I'm less than a dozen, and they install clean at a 90% or 90+% realization rate. He was absolutely certain it was above 95%, and he's very excited to share what they're doing as well. But they do about on average 75 installs between the slow months and the high months. So of course they'll hit above 100 on the high months of installs, but the average is 75 plus. And he's like, I'm happy to share and mastermind on this stuff. More people need to know how to do it, and that's just in their local area. So the point is you're tying all this together, and there's no way you can come away from a retreat like this that you don't have something that is going to completely change the way you do at least a portion of your business, a department in your business. And that's the goal. You don't need to change your entire business. You're already doing things good. You already have something working. It's just tweaking and fine tuning, especially the people that will be there. This is not for who this is not for is if you're like a single solar rep who's trying to figure this out. This is not a beginner's thing.
Hey, really?
Yeah.
We all started somewhere. No, I'm just kidding.
What I'm saying is if you are, here's why you would attend. Let me back up. You can still attend, but it's because you are aspiring to build a team right now. You're trying to figure that out.
Yeah. When I was selling, and I decided it's called the entrepreneurial itch. As soon as you get it, it does not go away. It means you can, because I was a door knocker. I was selling door to door. And one day something came over me, that itch came, the entrepreneurial itch, and I could not knock anymore. I had to build a business. And I ended up working in what do they call those? Is community building. What do they call those?
In what? Sorry?
Is it a community building? Well,
the building itself. I don't know.
It's like an incubator. It's like a bunch of business owners.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we had our office out of that, remember?
Yeah.
It's like a co-working space. Yeah.
Co-working space. I was in one of those, luckily, and I didn't know the power of even being in a co-working space, but there were people that were sitting next to me, and they were like designing business cards. I'm like, yeah. And like, I went through that too. Let me show you how to do it. And I'm like, thank you. I wanted something that was different. You know what? This is fun for me. I'm in my bedroom right now, but I'm going to show you guys that business card. I actually kept it because it was the first one that I ever made. And here it is.
Oh, yes. Look at that.
Oop,
Gold.
gold. And because I wanted this gold color, this gold like foil, but organizations charge so much for it. And so they charge a ton for it until this person showed me moo.com, MOO.com. And they made it super simple. But you guys, the reason I'm mentioning this is because it's not going. Obviously, I've gone on stage and I've done presentations and I've trained a lot of people, but it's not about what we do on stage. It's not about what Brent and I are going to teach in these slides that we have to go through and all of that. I'm really looking forward to the one-on-one conversations with the business owners, because we can spread stuff out in the masses with a presentation, but sitting down one-on-one with these business owners on the beach with a Corona, whoo, just really dissecting what is needed for the business and breaking down exactly what each person needs, and directing them like I just did to moo.com, like the person did to me, directing them through all of the obstacles I've been through, all of the money I lost, and just giving them a shortcut path to success, and saving themselves all the heartache and pain. And some of the things are just a simple switch, a little tweak, like super easy little tweak. Some of it, believe it or not, is even as simple as saying that's not worth your time. Forget about that. Here's how you hire someone for that position, given the budget that you have, or if you don't have the money, this is how we brought someone on. So I could get all of that work done and all that stuff done. I didn't have to become an expert at it. And I would even say some people might not want the actual experience. They might want to learn how to delegate at a higher level. There's so many things. That one-on-one stuff and the relationship building are the things that I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, me too. It's going to be, I've never walked away from a event like this without having some kind of major, what I would call a major breakthrough of like, that's it. That's the thing that I came here for. I didn't know what I was coming here for exactly. I just knew I would find something. There's always something that I'm like, yep, that's it. And you go home and implement. And then plus, of course, you have the whole playbook of everything that you want to hand to your team or do yourself, one of the two. So that, yeah, cool. Let's go through a few more questions then and make sure these things are answered. And then interrupt me anytime if you want to share more on this as well. Let's see if there's any. I don't think I have just been selling home, but I have my solar itch. Okay. Peter is just saying schedule conflict. We understand that, guys. So let's just answer this for using Peter's comment here of, hey, I'm not able to attend because there's something else. We get that. That's going to happen. We don't expect everybody be able to make it. However, if you are free, or you can be free between, I'm just going to repeat myself, June 17th, you fly in, and June 21st, Saturday, you fly out. So what we're going to do on the last day is still a half-day workshop. So we're asking everybody to make sure, and our team will work with you on booking your flights and stuff and make sure you do it right for your timing. But it's the afternoon. So make sure your flights are booked for the late afternoon. Essentially, we're going to wrap up at about 11:30 to 12. And then as long as your flight, and if you haven't been to Key West, you can walk across that key, or I'll just say island, in about 35 minutes walking. So it's not, or maybe 45 minutes between just like moving. So it's not, I forget what it was, is like however many miles across. So the point is when you come in, you fly into Key West, the airport's there. It's an international airport, and you're going to come in, and it's 11-minute drive with lights and traffic and everything. Not that there's a lot of traffic, but it says at any given time, it's like a 10 to 11-minute drive to the resort that we'll be in. So
I just bought first class tickets to Key West for $700 a person. I'm bringing Sophia. That was crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah, Key West, they have good deals / it's very accessible. And I was telling Jake, I remember telling you earlier when we were thinking of a location, I was like, dude, Key West is like for those who don't know about it or even heard of it, some people don't even realize it's it's part of Florida. Like they're like, well, I've heard of Key West and or like all the Keys, but how does that work? Like one, you don't need a passport, just to state the obvious. Two is it's very accessible to most major airlines. So many of you are gonna come through like Texas and then straight to Key West, or like maybe Atlanta or down to Miami, then Key West. Like it's all going to take you there. So if you've ever traveled, that's answering your questions. Like what are the connecting flights and so on. That's a simple one. It's not like you're going to get stuck traveling all day. Some of you have a longer flight than others, like Jake does, and I'm in Florida, so it won't be as long. I can drive there in like 12 hours.
Is it true they say that there's a place called Kokomo off the Florida Keys?
Kokomo? Isn't that on the Beach Boys song?
Religion. That's my religion, dude. Jeremy just asked a solid question.
Yeah, is clothing optional? At least your swim shorts. And while we're in the workshops, please wear a shirt. But yes.
And pants, please.
And pants. Yes, the shorts, pants/pants. That would be good. Jeremy, good question. I know Jeremy pretty well through like CRMX and business wise, and he is always a character ensuring that we have a good laugh. Florida man takes vacation in Florida. That's right, Jeremy. That is right. That's me. But yes, that's clothing is not optional. It is required. On your own time, it is optional. All right, so let's see what else. Let me.
I'm making a trip of it. I want everyone on here to know this is not something I'm just going to fly in and fly out. Like this to me, I got so excited about this. We're like, you know what? We're already going to Florida, Sophia and I. We actually booked a cruise out of Miami a week after the retreat ends. So we're going to go to the retreat, and then we're going to stay there for an additional week and then go to Miami, which is like this far away on the map, but it's a 3-hour flight from the Keys to Miami, or 3-hour drive. I mean, it's so short, but it's such short distance, but it's a 3-hour drive. So we are flying to Miami, and then we're going to go on a cruise for 8 days. I'm going to be beaching it up for some time, and I really love the beach. Like for me, it is such a healing place. I'm not really holistic all the time, but I was talking with my buddy. His name's Kylie Powell. He used to work at Solar City and Vivint, and he's president of sales at Freedom Forever now. But I was talking with him. He's like, man, you must just love it in San Diego. You just get to be by the beach. Like if you're having a hard day, rather than, go walk in the neighborhood, you go watch on the sand at the beach, walk on the sand at the beach. What's that like for you when you're having a stressful time? I'm like, dude, everybody is there to have a good time and is in the same mindset. Come here, respect it, healing place, enjoy yourself. Like they're longboarding down the boardwalk, they're playing games on the sand, they're laying out, they're surfing, and there's something great about it. So having this retreat in a warm place where we get to have dinner on a yacht and we get to hang out on the beach and talk about business, and it's a business expense. I genuinely don't think, I'm telling you now, I genuinely don't think there's a better situation you could be in than this to come and learn from Brent, Trey, and myself.
Awesome. Very well put. Now I'm going to do a good old little hook here. I'm about to tell you another reason why that I haven't even announced. Nobody really even knows that we're going to do this. I've told 2 people, Jake, you, and then also Matt on our team. But we're going to throw in a major bonus that will make this a no-brainer if you're on the fence. By the way, if you're watching this and you've already signed up, you will get this too. I have not even told them. So it's really, really good. I charge, our company does marketing like CRMX, and we have done for you services on top of that. CRMX is a software. I'm not here to talk about that, but imagine your CRM, it's a marketing software, and you're like, cool. Could you also build some stuff for us? Well, I'm going to show you what we'll actually do for you included when you sign up for the retreat. Okay. So give me a second though, and let's see if there's any other questions. I don't think we missed anything so far. I've seen people coming in. Nikolai, just joined us. I'm making sure I'm on my phone because it shows a different view, Jake, on the like
okay.
who's joining us / live with us. We got to make sure. Guys, please ask any questions you have right now. I have on my screen right now, it says everything is on the website. I mean, that's why we're doing a live. We understand that sometimes it's better to just hear it. What is that saying? Get it from the horse's mouth, if you will. I am that ugly horse that you can get that from. But that the point is you can ask all the questions now. We might as well discuss it. I've been on at least 12, 13 calls now with people who are interested in 5 of them have committed to coming and sign up. So we have available spots. There's 15 spots. We have 10 left. Do we have to fill them all? No. Would we like to? Yes, because 12 to 15 is what I've found to keep the event small and still intimate and one-on-one time and time together as well before it gets a little too chaotic for a retreat like this. The purpose.
That's true.
So that is a good amount. However, having 7 or 8, I expect to fully fill it up anyways, but 7 or 8 where let's say something happened and there's half of you no-show it, which that would be weird because you just paid for it. But let's say worst case scenario, we just have more fun. The point is you want to go get all your questions answered and make sure that you get one of your spots, because the first 7, there's only 2 spots left. 5 have already taken it. The first 7 are going to get the bonus that I'm talking about. Solar Ninja, Peter Ross signed up.
I'll proxy for you.
I'll proxy for you. sign up, Peter, and let people proxy for you. That's hilarious. Okay, so let's go into this. I'm actually going to share my the website really quick just to make sure. I pulled this up, so I'm live on the website now. You can go watch a fancy invite from Jake right here if you want. You can you can see how many days are left before it starts. Okay. Today is the last day before you get the early bird discount. That's part of why we went live today. Is like, guys, this is the last day you can save big time off the full price. So the pricing is on the website. We're not hiding that. Okay. So you can listen to the invitation I made for you here. You can read this if you're bored. And then, but down here it has all the details of the logistics here. And here's everything you get. So I think you can see this. Here's everything you get. So private room at a premium Key West resort. So it's a nice resort, guys, that we have. It includes your rooms. The reason why we did that is because we want everyone in the same spot. That's the major reason why we did that. It allows us to be all on the same page and have fun and be together throughout the whole experience. Okay. Full access to the workshop experience. We discussed a little bit of that already. Daily breakfast, lunch, and group dinners. So food is taken care of, lodging's taken care of. And then we also have this sunset yacht cruise experience that's going to be amazing. And it also has dinner and drinks that are included on that as we go and have fun cruising on the yacht through the evening. And this thing is
no judgment zone.
What was that?
That dinner is a no judgment zone, right? We can drink.
That is a no judgment zone. At all times, it's a no judgment zone. Maybe a little bit. I'll judge you just to laugh.
That's our relationship summed up right there.
Yeah, but yes, but professional videos and photos included. I did mention that earlier. If you didn't hear me, you guys, we're going to have a videographer and photographer.
Is it David?
David, and then Chase. Yep, David and Chase, my son Chase.
David's my videographer. He's Joe's brother. That's the guy we use to get everywhere. He's amazing.
Yep. So he knows what he's doing. They're both going to have a shot list to make sure you guys get all the photos and videos to share and have fun with. Of course, you're going to get your own anyways.
Just because it's an educational retreat, I like to give little nuggets. If anyone wants to get into video content creation because you're going to get stuff at this retreat, or not, you can just post it on your socials or just keep it for your own memories. It's fine. It doesn't matter. But David makes it. I use Surge as a company to do editing and graphic design and animations. We have to create the content, so David records it and submits all of that to Surge's team. And Serge's team, I must have saved a whole lot of money on there because, I mean, Serge came up to me. He's like, David's the best camera guy because we have to edit less. It's not as hard for us to find cool things. He understands the game. He knows what the mission is. He knows what you're doing, and he films in that way. So it actually ends up saving a ton of money. It's just it's one of those things that if you don't know, you don't know. But if you do, you're very thankful it came that way. David's great.
Yeah, good point. Yep. Okay, cool. So the price today, before by the end of today, is you're going to save $2,000. Even if you pay the full price, fine, it's going to still be worth it. But you may as well save $2,000. That is simply for saying, good job. You don't have to sign up yet. You could wait and procrastinate like most of us do. But if you're in a position to not procrastinate, you're going to get rewarded. So there you go. That's the easiest way to put it. So you sign up before the end of today. You've got till midnight Central Time, or actually we'll give them till Pacific time. The latest on the time zones, Pacific, midnight. So you have to sign up before then. And after that, it goes to the $9,800 price. So be sure you sign up. The second thing that people ask immediately right now, today is, or the last week that we've been talking to people, is like, okay, cool. And guys, this is coming from everybody who has great business revenue coming in and so on, but it's tight. I'm not an idiot. I mean, not that kind of idiot. I understand the math. I understand it's an investment, and that's exactly what it is. So, but what I am pointing out is people ask about deposits, and it's okay to put a deposit down and pay some off like on a weekly basis. And all we ask is that you get it paid by the end of the month. So end of May, because we go in June. So make sure that's paid off. So if you want to hold your spot and get everything I'm about to say on the bonuses as well, and you want to reserve it before the $2,000 goes bonus goes away, or excuse me, early bird discount goes away, which is today, then you would put a deposit. The minimum deposit is $3,000. So that's it. If you want to reserve your spot, do it now. Just message me directly. We're on Facebook right now. You can just DM me. And if you know Jake and you feel more comfortable with that, text him, DM him, whatever. It'll get forwarded to me.
Right over to Brent.
Yeah. So like, it's going to get back over to me anyways. We're going to jump on a call. We're just going to make sure it is a good fit. You feel good about it. We feel good about it. I'm sure we will, but it's comforting to know, like, when you're about to invest in it, like, let's make sure it's good. And then we'd get the deposit, save your spot, and you're good to go. Okay. So
I had some, go ahead.
All I was going to say is the bonus. Go ahead. Let's make them wait a little longer for the bonus.
Well, I had people ask me why is the price changing? Why is the price changing? And if you didn't notice, SolarCon does the same thing. Prices are cheap, and as the event gets closer, it goes up and up and up, and then it goes to free. Brent, can we do it free?
Yeah, we're gonna go to free. Yes.
No, it goes up and up and up historically. And I don't know the salesy answer, but the real answer is these things cost money. The hotels need reservations. Like, we need to know that rooms are available. The caterers have to know the food is there. The yacht needs their funds. And so SolarCon too, like, we have all these expenses up front. And so we actually make it cheaper because it helps on cash flow. If you bottleneck on that, that's horrible. It's not fun. But it helps on cash flow substantially to get the funds in sooner to pay all of those things from the people that are going anyway, rather than pulling into our own bank account and paying for it. And so it is a cash flow help. And if we have to pay it already, the pain is there. It's already happened. Now we're not going to discount it because we're like, we wanted your help and you didn't give it to us. And so now, F you, you're going to pay. That's not how that works. F you money. That's not how it works.
Right. But you're right. I mean, logistically, that's it. That's the reason why there's an early bird discount on almost anything, especially when it comes to an event. Otherwise, too, even if there wasn't a deposit, which we do have all of the above, we don't move without deadlines. That's the marketing reason. So here is your deadline. So it allows us to just make a decision. And as you know, most of you are all in sales or started in sales. That is our job, is to help you make a decision. So just make the decision, join us, and you won't regret it. There's no doubt in my mind that's going to be an amazing decision for you. So Now let's go over the bonus. Let's see what did Nick ask a question here? Well done, sir. Very funny. So let's go over the bonus stuff here. As you scroll through here, let me show you this first. Most of your questions are here. There's like 22, I think I counted last. Like every type of little, are flights included? Is my hotel included? What's happening on the last day? What about nightlife? Are we going out? Can I stay extra nights after? When should I book my departing flight? Do I need to arrive on June 17th? Where, I mean, all the questions you should be asking, they're here, or you would be asking. I call those should ask questions and frequently asked questions. So here are, you can always refer back to this, guys, is what I'm getting at. The thing you don't know,
on there twice because it's asked so frequently.
What is that?
Can I bring a business partner?
Oh, we did that twice. Let's see. Yes. Can I bring a business partner? That was important. I did that strategically.
It was not an accident.
Can I bring a business partner? Yes. Actually, let's address that now. You can bring a business partner. We call that a +1. You get a +1 in two scenarios. One, they're your significant other, spouse, somebody who just you want to bring with you. They are not required to be part of the event, workshop, and stuff. Okay. They can go and do their own thing, your +1. But what it does include is food and the yacht and everything else besides your flight, like anything else. The only thing it doesn't include is flight, and then the hotel. That assumes they're going to stay in the same hotel room with you. Okay. So a business partner is the other +1, still the same cost, $2,500, but they need to be in your business, not, yeah, we do business together. So like there's no skirting that. Yeah, it's not that. The reason why is we want this to be multiple businesses, and we're going to be serving each multiple business and helping each one of you. And so it's there's no trying to skirt around that. Okay, so please don't try. And that's just sleazy, because now I just told you, and if you still try, I think you're weird. Okay.
Well, I'm going to go. We're not supposed to really promote this because it's understood, but the messages, the relationships you build extend all of the communication beyond the retreat, right? Yep. And if some business owner comes in that's not included in the business that paid full price, then what are we going to do? Be jerks and not invite them? This is to prevent us from being jerks. Yep. And like if someone texts me and asks for advice and I just built a relationship with them at the retreat and my reply is, sorry, you didn't pay the full price, like that's the end of the friendship. You know, like
I'd do it. I'm just playing. That would be hilarious. Sorry, bud, we can't talk. You didn't pay the full price. No, the point, I think you guys all understand that. I'm just trying to make sure you understand the difference between what a +1 is counted as and what it's not. Okay. So now you know you can bring a +1. It includes everything but the flight, and it assumes the hotel room is still the same hotel room that we've already reserved for you, one hotel room. Okay. So it shouldn't cost you any extra besides the $2,500 is what I'm getting at. Super good deal for everything that they're going to get with you. We have a couple of people bringing their spouse, and then a couple of people bringing their like actual business partners or key people in their business, which is a great idea. We encourage that.
The guys this morning asked about if his wife comes, does she have to participate in the meetings? Brent's answer was,
yeah, no, not at all. So Sophia's going to be there. That my wife's going to be there. Christy, they're not going to necessarily be with us the whole time, is my guess. They might be out shopping or having fun or sitting on the beach or whatever. Christy will be. She said she's happy to do the morning, like really, I'll call it light yoga sessions. Just wake up so we can join her and do that. She's a fitness and nutrition expert and all the accolades that go underneath that. She's very, very good at that. But we're not trying to make it a workout for you necessarily either. We just it's fun to kind of get together, move, and wake up, and it just builds a bigger bond that way as well. And you feel good before when you do that. It starts your day right. We'll do some other what I would call woo-woo things as well. We have some fun. There's sound bowl meditations and things like that we'll try.
Is that happening?
Yeah, she said she's happy to do it. So all of these things help contribute and make it a well-rounded experience is how I would put it.
I hated sound bowls. I hated yoga. Up until this last retreat I went on in Tulum, It was with Tom Karen from Aveo, Sales Rabbit, Alicia, the Golden Boys. I met them. It's just Alan Carpetian. Like there was a bunch of successful people there, and sound bowls were done. It was from the Nurture Me guys, the Always Be Recruiting guys. I refused, but Abby Buckmiller was there. But they were like, "Jake, come down here," and so I did. This holistic weird stuff, and they started doing these bowls, and I was laying there, and damn, like it changed my whole perspective. It's not about whether you believe in it or not. It's about taking a moment to focus on something than other than all of your stresses and all of it. And it's this like, and they guide you through this process of just breathing and forgetting about everything else. And man, it brought some clarity. You know, some people call it meditation. I wasn't for that, but when they're at retreats, I will specifically do it if it's a retreat. Now I'm not going to go say, "Hey guys, I need to take a break from work real quick while I go do sound bowls." But I highly recommend if you go on this retreat to participate in those things, because they were transformative for me.
Yeah. Yep. And it's really, we're designing the whole thing to make sure you guys get the most out of it. Your brain learns better when it's in a relaxed state and not stressed. Even if there's something to be stressed about, it's a good time to step away from that for a minute and focus on building rather than freaking out sometimes. Jake and I have both been in the position where we're trying to get to an event, stretching our wallets thin or dry, and knowing that we need to be there anyways. And so it's not always amazing when you get there and you're stressed to freak out at first, right? So there's a lot of things, and you're leaving your bit, even if it's not a cash flow problem, it's your teams that are calling and texting and wondering. There's gaps in there. So our job is to also help you relax and step away from that for a minute, and it's going to be okay, so that we can leave the retreat ready to rock and roll.
Definitely.
Okay. Bonus. Here it is. You guys ready? Let's see. Let me get my screen back. Present this thing. Full screen mode. Let's get it. Do I got it? Yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. So let me get, where did it go? Where'd it go, y'all? It's showing my screen, but I gotta do this little.
Oh, you got to share the window instead of the.
Where'd it go?
You got to do that middle option, share, and then do that middle option, browser.
There it is. I got it. I just had to hit. Had to hit next. This. Now you're seeing it, right?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. This is called the Ultimate Solar Lead Funnel. So if you guys know what a lead funnel is, it's the very beginning of your marketing system, is what I would call it. So when you drive traffic and get attention, we'll talk about this on ways to get what's called your attention engine. That's everything you do to get attention, not your lead funnel. I'll tie that into it in a minute. But we all go out there on social media. I'll speak generically between social media organically or meta ads or YouTube or Google or buying homeowner data and running call centers. That is all getting attention. We're trying to get somebody's attention. It's also called advertising, but everything leads to really what we're doing. Why do it is the question, and that's your attention engine. Okay. And I'll be going over that. But one of the biggest things I see people run into is after that, they start getting attention. They don't have a strategic system that automatically brings people into a funnel where they can get one simple offer that's usually free to say yes to. It's highly attractive to the right audience. It's designed to attract your audience with your voice and your brand, and then capture that lead and then automatically follow up with them and automatically take them to the point of booking an appointment. Okay. And so in other words, let me give you an example. You go buy some ads. Let's say you hire a company, or you have your own in-house ad agency company, so to speak, or ad team, I should say. And you drive leads. Most of you are going to do it the wrong way. In fact, probably all of you are doing it the wrong way, unless we've worked together or you've worked with somebody who knows what they're doing with lead funnels. And what I would say is there's a few tweaks and a few systems and automations that you need in place that make all the difference. What I'm going to do is just give that to you The first 7 people that have signed up for the retreat are going to get this for free. On a monthly basis, we charge $4,800 for this. $4,800, not overdoing anything. In fact, usually it's probably, or it's definitely more like a $7,000 to $8,000 value, but we charge $4,800 for our
I got
client.
quoted 10 grand for one of these when I remember when I lost you at SolarCon and I had to find a replacement in that in between space of death. I got a quote for 10 grand.
Yeah. Yep. This is $4,800 is me rounding down to what we actually charge, because we know what we do. We have a streamlined process that we can do it very good and for basically less expensive. So this is the real price is what I'm getting at.
And I need these things to operate a lot.
Yes. Yes. So what a lead funnel does is it's made up of landing pages, like well-designed landing pages with your brand. It's fully custom and done for you. We craft your unique offer. You and I one-on-one will get together with your team, whether it's you or your marketing team. We'll craft your lead magnet, is what that's called, your free thing that attracts people. So you're out getting attention and you run ads to this thing. Your job is we're not going to, here's a quick tip. Don't ever, I shouldn't say don't ever. In most cases, you're not going to say, get a free solar quote. It is a horrible idea to run ads to something like that. It is not good. You're wasting your money. Can it convert? Yes. Could you convert twice as many if you do it right? Yes. So I'm going to show you the right way. Okay. So our strategy call takes care of that. Then we build, and we also, instead of just build your landing pages for your funnel and your offer, the lead magnet offer, we also build all the automation behind it, and we'll give that to you. So that means when they opt in on the little form and it goes to your CRM, and then it texts, and now we'll install it into CRMX because I have the convenience of that. So we'll just give you a CRMX account with it. Okay. And I can show you, many of you already might have if you're a CRMX customer, like we'll just build it inside of your CRMX platform. But the point is, or if you have a tool called High Level, I just don't want to get you distracted on tools right now. Point is where we build it is irrelevant. We'll build it. And the automation is there. So it's automatically reaching out to them. That's key. And there's a formula I follow that we make sure that we get a hold of them as fast as possible, speed to lead. And from there, we also will work with you, and I'll show you the proven resources that I would use to go get more traffic or more attention. Okay. And so you can leverage that out, because that's the next gap, Jake, is everybody's like, well, cool, I have the lead funnel and I have some traffic, but I'm not sure who to hire or what to do and how to get traffic to it. I'll just give you those connections.
Yeah.
And so now you'll have the traffic, you'll have the lead funnel, you have it automated, and you can start collecting leads and booking appointments.
I have an example of this I'd love to show if you have the time.
Okay. Yeah, do it.
It's like literally on my screen. Here, I'll share it, but you don't have to exit out of yours. Down at the bottom where my picture is, it's going to show up here.
Yep.
And you can just alternate between them. Let's see. Okay, see that? Yeah. So this is an example of one. And for anyone, I guess I'm going to stop sharing for a moment. I'll share it up here in a second. But for anyone, like Brent's talking about getting leads for homeowners, I have a company that I'm working with, Golden, as you saw in there, where I was like, hey, you know what? Like, there's ways to get people, sales reps, coming to you in your business without you going out and putting ads on LinkedIn or whatever, like spending money on all that stuff. There's ways to do it. And I was like, but what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to gamify. You're going to want to see which buttons they click the most, and then if those converted into an actual sales rep. And so what are you doing? What are these buttons doing? And if it's a lead to a manager that's recruiting a sales rep, which manager is the best? And it creates a leaderboard based on that. And then you can put in incentives based on that. It's no longer incentives just like, hey, go get this much volume, go get 5 accounts in a month and you win this prize. It's go get 5 accounts in a month and be in the top 3 on this leaderboard of recruiting, or of closing your recruiting for your sales rep. And then you can go on it. You increase the health of the business by these landing pages, and you utilize them in your own business. I asked Sean for one for my son's birthday. I want people to go on and register for this thing And then they get instant notifications of the birthday's coming up in 7 days. Here's a list of things that Brighton is excited for his birthday if you're looking for a gift. Here's our address. Here's what you can expect. Here's the legal release form because I don't want to get sued by you. Here's the, like, it literally, this landing page that Brent is talking about, this funnel, it can do anything. It's like, it's the world is your oyster. Anyway, I'm off my pedestal here.
Yeah, it's exactly right. My son created one for his wedding. So like when he got married in February is like everything that you just mentioned.
But I'm helping 2 companies right now build one of these so that when a recruit goes to their social media accounts, they can click on a link and then it takes them to questions that on a very sexy looking page that says, would you like to find out more? If they click on that, let me show the screen again. Share screen. Boom. All right, so here's the landing page. This is what Brent's talking about. Officially onboarding at Golden. Well, okay, so they click that button, then they have to fill out a form like, hey, this is my name and blah, blah, blah. And then they send the agreement. This is the manager. This is this list, this form that we have. There's like 12 questions on there they have to answer. Once they do, it automatically triggers through CRMX, like Brent said. It automatically triggers an agreement being sent, a link to their phone. Hey, congratulations for entering this. Welcome to the company. We're very excited to have you. You're an amazing asset. To finalize things, click on this link and sign the agreement. Then they sign the agreement. Once that is notified in the CRM that that's been done, it says agreement completed. And then a text message is going to go to the manager that they chose back here. The completed agreement is going to be emailed to HR or whatever department you need. They're going to text the recruit, thank you for completing the next email. And then it's going to say, send place to upload identification headshot. So when they're done signing the agreement, then it's going to send them a location for them to upload their documentation for payroll. And then that's going to get emailed to payroll. And if they click on talk with a team member, then you literally get to track who is the team member that they talked with and how efficient are they. You guys, that is just the very beginning of what these funnels can do. And if Brent is giving one to you for free, you are very lucky because I pay a lot of money for these things.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you said it. It's not something I'm throwing in like you would see an info product. I'm going to throw in my PDF book. Yeah, that's cool, and there's some value to it. But this is literally a done for you service we're throwing in a very real way. It's like you're getting a retreat. And you can do it whatever the math you want, but the retreat is really, if you were to come hire us and get a funnel right after the lead funnel, is as if you're getting the retreat for a few grand instead. So like it's however you want to do the math. The point is you're getting that built in. What's cool about this, the reason why I thought, you know what, I want to throw something in special to really push people over the edge, make a decision, and just decide to be there, because we want people who are going to be decisive, who are going to be excited to be there. But also I wanted to say, how can I help them get results? So after the event's over, how can we help them start getting results? And this was the best way I knew how, is just do the work for you. And so one of the things I'm going to be sharing in, I said the 5 fortune engines. I'll name them really quick. Engine number 1 is the attention engine. How do you go about doing that in a formulaic way? I'll show you that system. The second engine is the lead capture engine, which means there's several ways you can capture leads. You always want to make it easy for people to say yes to something, and then easy to enter your funnels, if you will. This is one of them. That's just one lead capture. Lead capture just means form or something that says they filled out. But I'll show you 13 different ways to capture leads just automatically. And then we'll go into your follow-up engine, which is everything that happens after you capture the lead. What happens? How do you contact them immediately? And then when? How do you follow up? What to say? Using AI to do some of that, sometimes all of that. And then you go into the 4th engine, which is your sales conversion, and how to ensure that your sales conversion is fully streamlined and processed the right way so it's easy. And then Jake and I will overlap teaching. I'm going to teach you the concepts of structure and operations and how to make that happen. Not operations, automations. And then Jake's going to be hitting on a lot of the actual structure itself in a sales organization, and that's what he taught us really well in our company as well, is how to incentivize right. He just showed you a little sneak peek at a recruiting funnel, if you will. But the point is, we'll be going over all that. Now you've got your sales conversion engine. Last one is your raving fan engine, which is one of the most important ones, which is the customer experience, automating that process, making sure you're creating raving fans that ultimately lead to referrals, and not just referrals, but creating ambassadors out of each of your customers where they'll give you repeat referrals. And how do you put that on autopilot? I talked to several companies who are doing at least 10 million plus. One of them that's coming in New Jersey, the one I mentioned earlier, they're doing fine. They're actually having one of their best years right now. And I asked him, how's it going? How are you getting referrals? He said, yeah, we suck at that. We're not getting anything at all. So for him, he just has to come to the event, learn the raving fan engine, and be done. Not just learn, just like, cool, I'll implement that, and this was worth it. So like, he doesn't even have to do the rest of the 5 engines, if you will. You see what I'm saying? So the point is you're going to find your thing in there, whether it's Jake sharing it, whether I'm sharing it, whether Trey sharing it, or somebody you met at the event, and that's going to be your ROI. I know if you're like me, I'm always asking that question. How do I get if I'm going to invest in the fun, and I know I'm going to have a great time with everybody, but I want to justify it with some kind of ROI. There it is. There's no way you can't walk away without just one of these things helping you get your ROI. So this lead funnel is going to help you do that as well. Okay. Well, anything else you think we should cover, Jake? Anything on your mind?
Well, I haven't gotten to talk much. No, I'm just kidding. I've talked a little bit.
We still have time.
I just want to say, like, why am I doing this? I called Brent. Brent was actually the one doing it. He was going to do it alone. And I called him and I'm like, Brent, I really want to do a retreat. Can we do one? He said, no way, I'm going to do one. I just love doing these things. That's why I'm going. I love doing this. I love helping companies and business people, and I love sparking ideas. I love seeing their face when they go, no way. Like, I love seeing that. It feels really good to help people and in their businesses and fulfill their dreams. And that's all I want to say is it's something that I enjoy doing, and I would love to do it with you, those of you listening that come. And I love building relationships. It's the only reason I was able to hold a solar event. That's it. Had nothing to do with anything but building relationships. And then I had to market to them as if it was the real deal, because they didn't want to spend, $200,000 on a primary sponsorship unless that happened. But the relationships are what got me anywhere. If you think I'm anywhere, the relationships are what got me there.
Yes. Yeah. I will just say ditto on that one. It's exactly why I love doing this. It is a lot of work. So the stress up to the event is not a bad stress, especially like this. It's actually exciting. We have a full team helping us. Tiana and Chase, they're helping prep things and they're managing everything. We'll make sure you guys are all taken care of at the event. But for me, it's the same. Jake and I are there to serve and help you. And we know we'll get just as much out of it with you. We're not just there to like stand on like some kind of like pedestal and be like, hey, this is what you should do. We're there with you. It just happens to be that we have a format that we know is best value. So we're going to share that format with you. Steve, hand, ditto. Steve has a question. Steve, answer it. Type it in there. Let us know. In the meantime, Steve, I'm going to be type your question in there in the comments, and then I'll the slide that I have in front of you guys on my screen I'm going to share right here. This is the summary. My screen just went weird, but I think it's back. This is the summary of what you're getting, just to be clear. Today, you sign up. This expires tonight. $2,000 early bird discount. You're getting that when you sign up today. You're going to get access to the summer solar retreat. That's lodging, meals, workshops, yacht experience, and all inclusive that way. The only thing you pay for as of right now is you're going to get yourself there on your flight, however you want to get there. Use your flight points or pay for it or whatever. Flight points, flight miles. Anyways,
I got you, Steve. I see you, Steve.
he said raise hand for funnel. I see it. Okay.
Well, it's because I asked the question up there that you conveniently skipped.
Oh, okay. Can I get a free funnel? That one? This one? Yes, you
We're
can. All you
I'm
have to do
going to the
is
retreat.
sign up today. But yes, Jake, one of my favorite things to do when we do webinars like this and I do offers is to act like we're doing what is that old damn it, the old TV is all where there's like jewelry, you're buying the jewelry off and it's got the countdown. Yes, it's like QVC. And if you get this today, we're gonna throw in these things. But the reality is that's what this is. So I just kind of like teasing because we've all been through some of that. But the $4,800 done for you ultimate solar lead funnel, our team builds it for you 100%. The only involvement you have in there is just help us understand your brand and business and strategy, and so we can help.
Oh wait, sorry. The funnel is not for anyone that goes to the retreat. It's anyone that signs up or has signed up already. Is that?
It's anyone that's the first 7 people that sign up. So gotcha. 5 people have already signed up. So 2 more left. There you go. It's not for everybody. Dun dun dun. We're just incentivizing you to act fast. Can you still hire us to do the funnel afterwards? If you're not one of the 7, that's fine. Go. You can hire us. You can pay the $4,800.
I thought that was very generous. I was like, you're gonna make 15 of those bad boys? Dang.
Yeah, no, we're gonna make 7 of those bad boys. It's a lot of work. That's why my team would literally kill me if I said we're making 15 of these. Here you go. So let's see, and then you're gonna get and today you can just lock it in, all of that in with a $3,000 deposit. So if you're like, that's a little tight on the $7,800 right now, you lock it in a $3,000 deposit. Disclaimer, that is non-refundable, so be sure you're coming. Check the dates, get a hold of me, and then we'll lock in the position. It locks in your spot and the bonus. So you just got to get that deposit in, you'll get all of this. Only the first 7 get the bonuses available, and we're good. I said 3 already claim it, 4 left. That's not true anymore. It's 5 claimed it, 2 left. So I think that's it. And everybody, again, I can't stress enough, if you're on here, you'd be like, wait, I didn't hear about this and I signed up. You're getting one. Okay. You're one of the first 5 that I've already mentioned. I can just see that happen. That's happened before. We're like, what the hell? I got ripped off. No, you're included. All right. So wait, there's more from Ninja. Act before midnight Pacific, and we'll throw in free shipping to and from the dock. You got it. We're going to throw in, Nick, you're actually right. We're going to throw in free pickup service to the airport and back. It was already included, guys.
Oh.
I just wanted to say it like that. But yes, guys, this is like a very bougie. Part of our job is to make this feel really good. That's why we paid the extra money and make sure the investment includes the yacht. It includes the experience. This isn't just sitting in a room all day and workshopping. We're going to have some fun. It's also going to be at a really nice resort and at some fun bars and experiences. We'll probably do some karaoke if everyone's up to it. We'll do some different things to really have a good time. So that's all I have. I think we've answered all the questions that I know they're going to ask. We've definitely answered everyone's just comments. If there's nothing more, I think we're good to go. We've been on here an hour.
I don't have much to do here at home now that SolarCon's over. I mean, I do have like big projects going, but I have teams. I keep looking at my calendar and at my phone. Like, we want to get out there. Sophia and I are just like, we just wish it was sooner. We're excited about this. It's going to be fun to hang out with you and out there. It's going to be great.
It'll be fun. This will actually, Jake, this will be the first time that we're hanging out and Christy will be with us. Do you know that?
Well, she was at the Destin retreat.
Right. But I'm saying like where we're so SolarCon, for instance, she wasn't with us at SolarCon the past couple times. She wasn't at your birthday thing. My son was, but this will be the first time we actually hang out that way. That'll be so cute.
True. Oh yeah, like yeah, that's gonna be cool.
So it's a couples retreat. But yes, that's the we'll have a good time. So all right, well, cool. Yeah, Steve, if you're wanting a seat, let me know, man. Good stuff.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks for commenting and pointing out my horrible messaging tricks. No, but I do appreciate you coming on, Steve, for sure.
Yes. Let's see. I saw this one, but I think I answered it. What's mind sharing the teeny hint about it? So Benjamin, you heard that part. The bonus is spelled out for you. I think that's it. We didn't miss anything else. Let's say goodbye. So all you have to do, what to do next? You go to the website. It's
SummerSolarRetreat.com.
SummerSolarRetreat.com. Let me back up here. Oh, I don't actually have a big screen that says that, but SummerSolarRetreat.com. It will come to a website like this. You hit the little apply now. It's just going to have, it's a short form. We literally ask you one question besides your contact information. Like, why are you wanting to go? That's it. And then from there, we'll reach out. Either Matt or myself will reach out. We'll make sure it's everything you expect it to be. And then we'll ask for a deposit, or you can pay in full. It's up to you. But if you pay tonight, before midnight Pacific time, you're saving a lot of money, $2,000 to be exact. So I would get in now and at least get your deposit in now to save your spot. That's it. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me on, Brent.
Yep. Thanks, Jake. Appreciate you.
See ya.
See you guys.